Good morning, Scotland. Good morning, social media land. I hope you are well. It is Tuesday, the 8th of April 2025. I'm a member of the SNP. I've marched, campaigned, debated and stood shoulder to shoulder with the people across the Yes movement for years. I've never stopped believing in Scotland's right to be independent, and I never will. But I put the national cause above any party, including my own. A few days ago I made a short video explaining why I'll be giving my second vote to Alba in 2026. It wasn't a rant, it wasn't dramatic. It was measured, honest and strategic. I said SNP in the constituency and Alba on the list. That's it, that's all. And this was the response I received from someone who claims to be on the same side. Now let me be very clear. I don't need to justify myself, not to trolls, not to gatekeepers, and especially not to anyone who throws around accusations like that without the backbone to provide evidence and back it up. But since this isn't the first time someone in our movement has been accused of being a Unionist plant, simply for thinking independently, I want you to take a moment and read the comment again. How many others have been called the same? How many people have been sidelined, discredited or shut down, not so much by Unionists, but by people inside this movement because they weren't in the gang, because they didn't parrot the party line or dared to question the status quo. I find these insular covens of internal hate utterly disgusting. There is no other word for it. We're supposed to be fighting for freedom. Instead, some people have made it their full-time job to fight each other, to witch hunt their own, to act like political bouncers at the door of a party that they don't own. So ask yourself, why would someone in this movement say something like that to a fellow activist? Why would they feel the need to discredit someone who's still out there campaigning, still working, still committed? What kind of insecurity are they projecting? And more importantly, what damage are they doing? This is the part where I'm going to roll the tape. And you're going to see photos of me, the Unionist plant, hanging out with some other folk you may know very well. I'll let the images do the talking. When someone accuses you of being a Unionist plant, they best do a wee bit of research, or otherwise they may look a bit silly. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with some of Scotland's most amazing activists. If you don't know who these people are, then can you actually call yourself an activist? Also, Saorsa, the digital team I put together, are also affiliated with Believe in Scotland, which was founded by Gordon McIntyre Kemp, another leading Scottish independence activist. I have also had the pleasure of chatting about independence with many of our SNP leadership at both conference and other events, including coaching our present First Minister on how to use the checkouts at my Asda. He was a fast learner, and we had a very good chat about the future of our nation. I can take you back a bit further to 2014 when I was doing 18-hour days, a full days of normal work and then straight into 12 more hours of digital activism, online every night, building the case for independence, reaching voters, countering misinformation and supporting the cause. That commitment was recognised. I was invited to the Edinburgh Count Party at Dynamic Earth. In fact, if you watched the recent documentary featuring Alex and Nicola, you'll catch a glimpse of me in the background, recording a message outside of Dynamic Earth. I've been here, not online for clout, not hiding behind anonymous comments, but actually here, putting my face on your YouTube, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Facebook, promoting a united front for this movement pretty much forever. Can you say that you are doing the same thing? Or are you too busy calling people unionist plants, too busy tearing down a sound strategy because it doesn't fit your particular brand of activism, because it wasn't your idea, because it threatens your comfort zone? Please get over yourself and learn to share your toys. The accusation isn't the real problem here. It's the culture that allows this kind of accusation to be thrown around so carelessly in the first place. It's the fact that the moment someone says something outside of the party line, the reflex from some corners of the movement is to accuse, attack, and discredit. That is not strength. That is fear. It's the fear of losing control, the fear of letting go of the idea that one party owns this cause. But no party owns independence. It belongs to the people. It belongs to all of us. And the moment we allow ourselves to believe that questioning tactics is the same as betraying the cause, we lose everything that we're fighting for. What kind of movement punishes critical thinking? What kind of movement shuns strategy? If the only way to be safe from abuse is to say exactly what the dominant faction wants to hear, then we're no longer building a free Scotland. We're just building another echo chamber. And let's be honest, some people aren't defending the cause anymore. They're defending their proximity to power. They're defending a structure that's comfortable for them, even if it's not working for the rest of us. They attack anything that threatens that comfort, no matter how small the challenge or how respectful the tone. You say that you want independence, but how much of your time is actually spent working for it? How many people have you persuaded lately? How many bridges have you built? Because if most of your energy goes into attacking fellow yesers who are not doing things your way, I'd question who you're really serving. I've never stopped working for this movement. I've never stopped believing in Scotland, but I will not apologise for thinking differently. I will not apologise for speaking up, and I will not apologise for wanting us to win. This movement is meant to be broad, diverse and strong. We win by bringing people together, not by pushing them away. We win by being smart, not being loyal to a fault. We win by remembering who we're actually here for. So, no, I'm not a plant. I'm a patriot, I'm a strategist, I'm someone who believes in independence is bigger than any party, any personality, or any comment thread. And if that scares you, maybe it's not me who needs to look in a mirror. We're going to come back with some witty repartee or some personalised piece of criticism for what I've just said. That's okay. You do whatever makes you feel better, whatever justifies your existence. But consider this. Perhaps I don't want to be stuck in devolution or remain devolved in my mindset like others are. Perhaps I want an evolution or even a revolution of critical thinking that moves us past your flawed position of attacking your brothers and sisters. I still believe that you are yes in your hearts, but I just don't see you as anything other than being trapped in a cage that you're quite comfortable sitting in, shouting at the activists that have just given that cage a good rattle.
From behind your banners, like mirrors framed in gold. Called it loyalty, called it purpose, but it just looks tired and old. I stood where you never bothered, in the noise and the pouring rain. And while you posted hashtags, I was building more than blame. Was I meant to ask permission to think a different way? Sorry if my strategy rained on your parade. You said I broke the movement, but it was never yours to break. You clung to your reflection and called it a crusade. I never raised a weapon, I just chose another way. But your loyalty's so brittle, the truth breaks it today. You claimed I crossed a red line by refusing to play your game. But the truth doesn't ask for access, and I've no use for your fame. You preach from crumbling platforms while the grassroots lay the stone. And every time you name a traitor, you stand far more alone. Was I meant to keep on nodding, to keep the peace and stay in line? Is your movement so unstable that my vote becomes a crime? You said I broke the movement, but it was never yours to break. You clung to your reflection and called it a crusade. I never raised a weapon, I just chose another way. But your loyalty's so brittle, the truth breaks it today. The truth breaks it today. I don't need your grace, your circles, or your praise. I don't need to win your echo or stand upon your stage. I've got banners made of purpose and a map you've never drawn. While you're busy writing venom, we're building something strong. You said I broke the movement, but it was never yours to break. You built a throne from party lines and called it loyalty's sake.